I just want to be on the dirty side of the hurricane tonight. How about you? We'll get some 100% lamb's wool cover and paint it the town. Everybody's got a million reasons to blow your brains out. With me, Ricky Warden, Dave Jarvis, hopefully joining us very soon. But in the meantime, we got Ariel here tonight. We're going to be talking about this Saturday night and banging head in the Metroplex. Joining us this evening, our special guest on guitar in hand, Jim Wright.
How's it going, man?
Gibson Cemetery.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, you're coming in hot. I hear you good. How are you, Jim Wright? It's good to see you.
How's my, so you can hear my voice?
Yeah, you're coming in hot, man. Loud and clear. How about that guitar? Let's hear it.
Just a hair. Yeah, the volume is so sensitive.
Sounds good. Are you at Are you at Avalon Studios joining us, Jim?
No, this is my office upstairs at my house.
Oh wow, okay.
But I can actually work on our album from here, or I can mix customers' albums down, or edit video, or whatever. And whenever somebody comes to the studio at Avalon, I'm recording directly to the cloud.
Yeah.
So the project is there, so I can work on it at the studio or here at home.
Kick ass.
Like the stuff you heard with TJ. What was that? Nonconformist.
Yes.
I
you did part of that out of your house? Yeah.
Huh?
You did part of that mixing there from the comfort of your home office, it sounds like.
Correcto. So who's Ariel?
Man. Hi. Oh, meet Ariel, Jim, right? Ariel is with the band Against All Odds.
Right on.
I'm the vocalist. I don't do fancy guitar playing like yourself.
Oh, I don't know if it's fancy.
I'm a little envious. Anybody that can play guitar, any musical instrument, as well as you, I'm blown away.
So I guess you're just singing and sitting up front looking pretty?
Yep, that's all I do. I look cuter than the boys, and that's all that matters.
Right on.
I also sound better than them. I'm kidding.
Do you also play a little piano, Ariel, or guitar?
Yes. Very little, but I do it for vocals and to get, some music lines down for writing.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
This is actually a MIDI controller. So, like, I'll add some pads or something to kind of fatten things up a little bit.
I dig
but
it.
Yeah, it's just a studio kind of thing.
Kick ass. Well, while we're talking about it, how are things at Avalon recording?
Same old, man.
Who you got in there now? What do we got to look forward to hearing?
Well, let's see. I've had a lot of country bands coming in just do an hourly rehearsal. In terms of recording, just a little bit here and there. I work with TJ pretty often. Haven't done a whole lot of recording. I've mostly been working with Gibson Cemetery. Just get it to where we can play gigs. So I'm pretty happy about the gig we've got Saturday. I do hourly rehearsal, and I haven't had much recording booked here lately, but it's been rehearsal and jamming, and I would like to record some more Gibson Cemetery stuff as I can get people more lined out on it. So
hey, we would like to hear some more Gibson Cemetery music, and it's good to see you, man. You look like you're feeling good and you're relaxed. You're in a great mood, Jim.
Well, thank you.
Whatever you're doing there is working.
Right on.
Absolutely. And what about Avalon Rehearsal Studios? You all filled up over there?
Thank you, baby Jesus. Yes, we are.
How about that? All right, everybody. Without further ado, we're going to bring him right on the screen right here. There's his picture, the one you've been waiting for. Brilliant, incredible, genius, our host, Dave Jarvis.
Yeah. Yo.
Dave and Dave.
What's going on with tonight's show, man? We're running way late, not giving anybody links. What's going on?
We're just fucking off, having a good time as usual.
Okay. So tonight was just supposed to be a Ricky show, I guess.
The Ricky Show. I got a gig this weekend, so I was like, hey, man, I need to show up on here and show people my pretty guitar.
Thank you for
Fancy.
showing up and showing your pretty guitar. So, Dave Jarvis, you have the link to the show. I sent it to you the other day.
I do not, sir. There was I have not received any text from you since the end of last show.
Oh my goodness, who am I sending text to then?
Me.
Let's see, Dave Jarvis. You sent me a text earlier today, and I texted back tonight. But no, I got you here, baby, on yesterday. It says yesterday, 8 a.m. So that might have something to do with it. I sent it to you in the morning yesterday.
Oh no, I definitely peruse my text quite frequently. Just never got it, I guess. But oh well, better late than never.
Dude, we'll have to blame it on AT&T or whoever our phone services are or something, because you know I would never shit you. I would never shit anyone ever. Life is too fun for me to fuck around like that.
Very
So
good,
this is a
very
good opportunity, as always, you know, to kind of validate myself. So I'll upload this screenshot to the show here. Hey, Dave Jarvis, otherwise, how have you been this week? Because I've just been working. I've been with my grandson, Phoenix, and doing the same shit I always do. I've been out today more than I usually am, more active on Wednesdays with my guest and with you and Ariel. But I felt like shit all day, dude. I just ate for the first time at like 8:30.
That's no good.
Yeah, it's all right. You know, hey, I feel good now.
Good. Jesus. No, man, I've been doing pretty good.
Hello, Hank. How are you, baby?
Hey, man.
Well, hey, guys, I have some kick-ass fucking news. Speaking of it being the Ricky show and all, it's Ricky and Jim Wright, you know, taking advantage of an opportunity. Jim Wright helped me record this song with Kayla Kent. Speaking of working out of the office studio.
Yeah.
Have you seen this, Jim? Has the world seen Kayla Kent blowing up with Pantera before your eyes?
What? What is that?
Dude, check it out, man. This Kayla Kent, she's got a YouTube channel where she plays Daryl Abbott leads, and then so Guitar World, all the big guitar magazines wrote articles about her, and after that, that's when I contacted her, and she's just a really super cool chick. She donated. She played lead guitar on a song that Jim Wright recorded with me. It's my song. I recorded with him, I guess, at Avalon Studios. So that's why I'm bringing it up right now. But it's also on point because this just is now happening. Look at that, Google. I pulled up my phone just an hour ago or so, and I know that my algorithms know who I am and know what I want to see. But look, there it is, fucking on Google. Pantera considered YouTuber Kayla Kent as their new guitarist.
It's pretty dope.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah, the riffs
surreal,
down, man.
mind-blowing shit. But there she is, Jim Wright, at the Pantera show last Sunday night in Austin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Grady Champion.
Probably has more touring experience, plus the friendship he had with Dimebag, plus his chops are on point. I mean, taking nothing away from Kayla Kent, she shreds the hell out of that guitar, man. But I know from, you know too, man, if you're playing shows, my God, going on tour, it's not even like playing local shit. I mean, you got to deal with shitty food and shitty sleep and just, you know, whatever you deal with playing outside of town, it's a job. It's a beating, you know. Zakk Wylde definitely knows how to take the beating of being on tour. You know?
Yeah, I agree. You know,
Yeah,
Zakk is the
I
right
agree.
person.
No, Zakk is the right person.
Waiting for my phone to upload this picture.
Sorry for the
There it is.
There it is.
All right, sorry for the malfunction there, but I had to use my phone to upload this picture. But anyway, Dave, with all the love I got in my heart to you, always and forever, man. There's my link. I sent it to you yesterday morning at 8 o'clock on my way to work.
Okay.
So
Well. Oh well,
we'll have
shit
to-
happens.
Screenshots, man.
yeah, we'll have to put it
Yeah.
in the shit happen category and probably AT&T or you know, something like that.
No, the Pantera news that I've been enjoying today is the whole drama unfolding with Far Beyond Drunk currently on Facebook.
I saw that.
That's been entertaining as shit. God damn.
Some of those people in question are my customers, so I'm going to remain neutral, but I did see that blowing up today.
Okay, well, I'll just say this: they got their old singer back, and they fired that piece of shit that they had going on. So good riddance to bad rubbish. It's pretty sad when you can't even keep up with a cover band.
So the singers they fired, now why do we hate him? May I ask?
Oh, he stole my songs.
That could cause a conflict. Is it the guy that used to play with Jim Cry and that used to be with Jim Cry?
He was the singer for Volume Dealer and Scarred Soul.
Okay. I was not aware of him stealing things. That's unfortunate to hear, but
Yeah, apparently a bunch of people really like him, and I'm like, well, I guess he never stole your songs.
Right.
But yeah, he is not a very nice person, so I need people to get that out of their heads right quick. He is
What
not a
did
good
he do?
person, and none of the people in Lone Star Conspiracy are. But mad props to Far Beyond Drunk for getting somebody better. And that's my
I
opinion.
feel like I know more about that than I
Mad
did earlier
props.
today.
Oi, can you hear me? Hey,
Oh, there you are.
Hello, Hank.
hey, David, what did he do?
Oh, well, so long story, but basically we recorded a demo. I gave them my lyrics, and then they broke up the band, fired me without telling me, got this douchebag to sing my words my way over my songs that we recorded, and have since
Damn,
been
that
going
sucks.
and since have been going around saying that they wrote those songs.
Who
And-
said that?
That would no, I'm not giving them fucking any extra credit.
Okay.
The guy that
Fucking
was the singer for Far
thieves.
Beyond Drunk until this morning.
Okay.
Let's Google them.
You heard it here first.
Dude, I'd be hella pissed if somebody stole my songs. I would raise freaking
Dude,
hell.
They
Yeah,
they didn't
I
they didn't
can't
just
imagine.
they didn't just steal my song. They took one of my songs and named their band after it in order to spike the ball on me, I guess. But what's really interesting is if you see them live and you see the music that they write, that's the best they could do is other people's shit. So yeah, I mean, I guess
Some
Jesse
people
has.
just
I guess
are not creative.
Jesse has been in a cover band for 3 years. He just didn't want to acknowledge it. But yeah, he's a poser and a tracer, and he can go fuck himself.
David,
Yeah.
you came up with a song called Lone Star Conspiracy?
No, the song was called Lone Star State of Mind, and they, in their infinite wisdom, since there aren't enough bands with conspiracy in their title, they decided to one-up it and go Lone Star Conspiracy.
Oh man, it's so creative.
I know, totally fucking lame asses. And actually, like a month or two back when we had Edge of Insanity, I really didn't say much a whole lot because their drummer is the drummer for Lone Star Conspiracy, Gary Dacus
Yeah, I know
Jr.
Gary.
And he also can fuck himself and choke on his own vomit because he stole my shit too. All four of them stole my shit. Fuck them.
Damn.
Fuck them. Dave raging hard tonight.
I think it's a mixed
Why are
blessing.
we
No one ever
understanding shit?
I don't
Well, I mean,
think anyone's ever stolen Gibson Cemetery songs. So does that mean they didn't like them very much, or it's kind of flattery in a way, isn't it?
No, actually, it is not.
I wouldn't know that either.
No.
I like
What
music, Dave. I
what would have
wanna
been
see-
cool? What would have been cool is if they wrote their own shit, but they can't do that because even though they're talented at their instruments, they're not creative people.
And that
I'm
happens.
sorry with
Some
you, dude.
people
I'm
just
sorry it
are
happened
not
to you.
creative.
So yeah, that's been my day. I've had a good chuckle about that. I don't even know who this Frank Brown guy is, but now I'm a huge fan.
He is the Dimebag. He is the person that plays Dimebag or plays the Dimebag riffs. Good guitar player. I mean, I don't know about any of the personalities or history or story. I know nothing about that. I know he's a guitar player. I know Kevin Easton does work for him. And I know Kevin Easton does good work. So he has some very nice guitars that Kevin Easton built for him.
Oh, you
That's
gotta hear
much
the
to know,
story.
man.
You gotta hear the story.
That's a lot of story, man. I feel like I know a lot now compared to what I knew this
Well,
morning.
you should hear the story. Hey, David, tell him the story.
I just told him the story. What other story?
Tune in to Ricky Warden. You'll hear the rest of the story. See?
Is there more to the story? I mean, I could have gone longer with that story, but it's pointless.
The grain shit, man.
That he's a poser? I think I covered that. Yeah.
No.
No?
All right.
No?
All right. So, all right, I'll tell it. You want
Okay,
to hear the story?
Go ahead, tell him.
All right. So I'm not gonna. Didn't happen to me. I was just like a bass player. So my brother, David, am I pointing to him?
No.
My brother writes a bunch of cool fucking songs, right? Hear that? And then this motherfucker, and this is like in like the early 2000s, and this guy like sits at the side of our fucking shows and watches my brother do his fucking badass shit. And I guess he just wants to be just like my brother.
Hey,
And I
who
think that's-
doesn't want to be just like your brother?
Why not? I don't. No, my brother's bad. Anyway, this motherfucker trying to deal with my brother. Dude, stop trying to bite me.
Yeah.
Are we still
It's a
on?
lofty goal, but
Yeah. Basically, say you draw something and then someone else comes over and draws the exact same thing, like right on top of it, without going outside the original designated art. What do you call that?
Tracing.
Exactly. He's a fucking tracer.
Yeah, that's what he
Remember
is.
the Silent Bob movie where they talked about the guy just kind of like inked in the sketches, and he was like specifically a tracer because he did the pen over the pencil sketches.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah, I forget which movie that was. Maybe Chasing Amy.
It was Chasing Amy, yeah.
Okay.
But truer words were never uttered.
That's what he does. That's what he did to my brother David. David is a bitch killer. And all of a sudden, get the fuck out.
I guess these guys just get too close to the sun, get too hot, and, like
Yeah.
burn.
Love the man, man.
It's a
But-
crash and burn experience with the talent level of Dave Jarvis.
But I will say this: you'll notice that since that happened, I have not recorded any vocals because I don't trust it anymore. Because I recorded vocals, gave these motherfuckers my lyrics, and then they jacked my shit. So now I just make music now. So y'all can thank them for that one. Depriving you, good people, of my amazing songs.
In your golden throat.
I know my golden yodel.
Something totally.
Oh man.
But it's okay. It's okay. I love seeing implosions, especially on social media. It's like back in my day when bands broke up, nobody announced shit. It was just like fuck you, and we're out. And next time you see them, it's like 6 months later they're in a new band. Like, oh, well, fuck, I didn't know such and such broke up. But now it's like, all right, everybody know my shit and be able to capitalize on it.
Social media changes everything. I mean, we had so many singers and drummers, but the thing is, if we could have known about some of these guys being shitballs and flakes and drug addicts, it would have saved us so much time back then to know that XYZ singer was, you know, a shithead.
Mine's drummers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to disparage a particular band member because there's shitty guitarists, shitty singers, shitty drummers, whatever. I just need somebody that shows up on time, sober, and wearing pants. You know, do your fucking homework at home.
See, the pants is why you and I never worked together.
Exactly. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted you to know that I cared.
Oh, I could tell. I could tell how many inches you cared.
And for everybody else, Dave, Jarvis, and I have worked together in the studio some, and we've known each other since way back in the day, like Monte Carlos and shit, early 2000s.
Yeah, thank
you. I've been playing, Gibson Cemetery's been playing gigs around here since 91. So us playing this gig Saturday night is basically just an act of defiance after 30 years.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Still having fun.
Hell
Now,
yeah.
was that originally booked at Rob's, or was that a rail show that got moved over?
It was originally booked at Rob's. Now Spicoli was working there at the time, and our guitarist, he was in communication with Spicoli and all that. But yeah, that whole deal got done, and I talked to Melissa, and then, you know, the thing happened with the rail, which is horrible. But and Spicoli is no longer at Rob's now, for anybody who doesn't know. But yeah, but our gig is still there. We know WAJA's playing, and we know a couple
I
other
thought
bands
WAJA was booked at O'Reilly's.
That would not surprise me, because I know they play O'Reilly's a lot, but we've been talking about this gig with WAJA for weeks now before we knew about the O'Reilly's thing.
Okay.
So I'm not sure about the exact timeline, but I know that WAJA plays O'Reilly's a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that O'Reilly's died as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, places at Livewire used to play a lot and shit. So the thing is, there's fewer and fewer clubs, but what if that made it to where the people that are going to see a show would go to one of the 3 clubs, and the clubs are actually more full for the shows that do happen, or the shows that do get booked? I'm just being optimistic here, you know.
Well, I think it's inevitable that there's going to be bigger crowds at Big Rob's now with both the Rail and O'Reilly's closed down. It doesn't mean people are going to drive from droves, from Dallas and Plano to O'Reilly's, or the Maverick. The Maverick is the other rock and roll, metal, punk club in the area, and they're booking shows still every Friday and Saturday for the most part. So we have
your brother still doing that?
Yeah, Elmo Jones Productions.
Ariel, where are you playing?
So we used to play at O'Reilly's until it shut down.
Lots of people used to play at O'Reilly's.
Yeah. Our next gig is at Six Springs.
Nice.
Yeah. They for a while were down for the count, and they somehow came about and rose back up, which makes me really happy because I love that place. But we played at Reno's before.
Cool.
And then Haltom Theater.
Is Reno still open, y'all?
I think it is. Shows? They did a show about a month ago back. I'm trying to remember the band I remember seeing on the...
Well, they will probably benefit from all of this also then.
Yeah.
I feel like Rivethead played Reno's recently.
I think that's who it was.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's just in that area of Deep Ellum, though, that it's kind of sketch.
You mean all of it?
Yeah, all of it sketch. I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I admit, as I've gotten older, I've become more of a Fort Worth thing. That Motley Crue tribute band I was in, we played everywhere because everywhere was paying us.
Yeah.
But if I'm just in Gibson Cemetery wearing jeans and playing Iron Maiden covers, fuck, I'm just going to go down the street to the Rail, man. Or I'm going to go to Rob's, Or we played the Maverick as well. But, I don't want to commute necessarily to go play a show. I think we're kind of more of a Fort Worth thing now.
And have to pay to park.
Oh, yeah. Well, Deep Ellum, dude, I loved playing there in the 90s. I played there in the 2000s. I played there when Louis was still alive. I forgot it was that club that the guy from Drowning Pool owned. And Louis from O'Reilly's.
The Boiler Room.
Boiler Room, yeah.
Thank you. I
played
remember
there with
it was
my
Deep
band
Ellum,
with
cool.
Raven.
Yeah.
Raven, Diamond Head, and my band was a kick-ass show.
Fuck yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean that was probably one of the last times I did go to Deep Ellum to see Halloween. Those guys came here in the '80s, and they came here once in between, and Halloween played. For anybody that knows, they're a German power metal band.
Yeah.
But so I did see them at the Bomb Factory recently. That was pretty cool.
Oh.
Keeper of the Seven
I think it's
Kings.
just the factory now, right?
Yeah.
Right on. I am old. Not really, but I mean, I think all of our music history knowledge goes way back, given who I'm looking at on this panel here. I remember when Grain were little teenagers. I had a hard time
Rolled.
getting them into Monte Carlos. We were
Oh,
scared they were
we're
going to drink.
teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah, good times
Hell yeah, dude.
when we could easily recover.
Oh, dude, Shawnee still has that Italian restaurant. I keep meaning to go see him, just to go see him. But he's got Italy pizza and pasta over there on like Pioneer or whatever in Arlington. So I want to stop
Italy
by there and get
pizza
some
and pasta.
angel hair Alfredo.
And that's the old owner of Monte Carlos? Was that the
Yeah,
connection?
yeah.
Okay.
And I worked
So-
with him for 3 years.
So what are the big changes going on with Rob's now, with everything shifting? Like, is anybody taking over for other people?
Well, Warren from the Rail, the bartender, he used to run the Rockstar Sports Bar. You see him working the bar at Big Rob's now. And I would think a lot of the bands were booked at O'Reilly's, possibly. I'm just making a theory here. Or the bands that were booked at the Rail, they'll probably file into the Rails to Big Rob's calendar because it's the same people that owned the Rail and Big Rob's. So I'm not sure what happened if they couldn't make the lease payment on the property. We can all make guesses.
Yeah.
But I think that anything the Rail had going on probably got filtered over to Big Rob's. I guess whichever of the two had the best chance of survival.
Well, I wish them the best, man. I hope that venue kicks ass and, bands have a good place to do shows for a long time.
Hope it stays open. Yep.
I hope more venues open up. That'd be nice.
My singer talked to me about investing in a club, and my thing is, dude, I love the music thing at Monte Carlos. I loved running sound. I loved booking bands. It's the alcohol and the fucking alcoholic portion of the whole business. And, then the government wants to come in and tax how much booze you're drinking or what the fuck, or somebody's boyfriend gets drunk and some gay shit happens. There's so much about the club thing that I don't want to touch.
The drunk boyfriend and the gay shit. God,
Well,
ruined it for all of us.
Exactly. Some bar fight happens because somebody was doing something retarded. So,
Facts.
I remember those.
As much as I hated John and River over at fucking Dream World, there was still a cool, setup where kids could go to see live music. That was cool. BYOB, if you brought it, then you can drink it. But other than that, you're drinking soda tonight.
Well, think about it. People like John Tunnell or myself, you go in there, with your heart full of faith that you're going to fucking make the music scene a better place, and you fucking care about everybody, and you want to do the right thing. But then a bunch of stupid shit happens, and you realize half the people you're dealing with don't give a shit about putting forth an effort to make shit happen. I was like, man, I don't want to put myself into this anymore because it's not being reciprocated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It seemed like everything went downhill when they had Cradle of Filth played there. After Cradle of Filth played there, it seemed like they went downhill real quick. And I was like, wait, you just had Cradle of Filth. How are you going downhill this quickly?
It's hard to make a national make money because they're getting a huge guarantee. I worked on the Wasp and Lizzie Borden show at Dream World.
Wow. That's crazy.
And that was a clusterfuck. I don't even want to get into it, but
Wasp? Did they actually play?
fuck yeah.
Wow.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
But I mean, there were lots of people that were left owed money.
Yeah.
Now, Wasp got paid, Lizzie Borden got paid, I got paid.
Yeah.
I think the sound guy did not get paid. Well, he was told, do not turn on the darn PA until you've been paid
Yeah.
by the promoter who had booked the show. So, I mean, he turned on the PA and the band played and all that happened. He got about 50% of the people he needed to cover everything. So I think you needed like 600 people. I think you got 300 people, something like that. The memory's a bit fuzzy.
Washed up Wasp and Lizzie Borden by that point, though.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, it was a great show.
That's what surprised me about. Yeah, it's Blackie Lawless. And Lizzie Borden. If they do anything off of that Generation Aliens record, I'm in. Like, I love that fucking record. It's at the, it's a top classic heavy metal record. That one Lizzie Borden record.
Well, they were signing autographs and hanging out and meeting and greeting and all that stuff after their show. I don't remember Blackie Lawless doing anything like that.
Yeah, no, he's I've always known that he was a private guy. I spent an evening partying with Chris Holmes. I saw Wasp with Metallica. The last show of the Ride the Lightning tour in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hank looks happy. He looks like he can put up with any amount of club bullshit. He's just mentally prepared for it. You know what I mean?
So even when I met Blackie Lawless at the airport on the way out of Phoenix, Arizona, he's just like, yeah. Not talkative. Seemed like a focused guy. Kind of like a Vinnie Paul or something.
Yeah, Vinnie Paul was always chill. I mean, not like in a rude or dickish way, but he was like more business, and Dimebag was like more social,
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's how Blackie Lawless is.
Gotcha. I can't blame him for that, but I've just always felt in my business.
Chris Holmes was way more like Dimebag Darrell Abbott.
Cool. I always just felt like if you're in business, it's kind of your job to be shaking babies and kissing hands as just part of the job. But there are some people.
Nice. I think it's nice when you get it, man. People get to do whatever the fuck they want to do, including being assholes. It's amazing when assholes become famous and stay famous and things. But yeah, people can do what they want. You're just lucky or fortunate, whatever, when you do find cool people like Daryl or even Metallica used to spend hours with us, with their fans, So.
Yeah.
Super quick question. I'm sorry. I'm going to sidebar here.
Oh,
Did you say you're with Avalon Rehearsal or you are?
He is the owner. This is Jim Wright.
Shut the front door. I'm going to see you next Saturday. Maybe.
Okay.
If you're going to be there.
Are you both? What are you doing?
We're auditioning Joel. He's a drummer. I don't know if that name sounds familiar.
Joel?
Well, I'm pulling up my calendar.
Joel who?
I don't have a last name. He's just Joel. It's like
singer,
Cher.
Y'all. Yeah, like Cher.
So are you guys in one of the hourly rooms?
Or Greg?
I think so.
Greg,
I don't know. He set it up.
Evening.
Okay, because I want to warn you, I don't have anything on my calendar right now, so.
Ha.
Well,
that's
I will
Jim
probably
Wright
be seeing you Saturday.
In action.
Not this Saturday.
I can already tell you his words are just make the payment. It's on the website. Just make the payment. I'll have you scheduled.
I'm just letting you know, Saturday the 9th, there was nothing on my calendar.
Okay.
Oh, good news.
Maybe he gave me the address that's close by or something, but I will be in your hood that Saturday.
Right on. Well, if you were in somebody's monthly room hanging out, that wouldn't matter. But I'd book hourly rehearsal in my recording studio. I mean, you're in where my recording studio is, but there's a house drum set and a house PA and a house bass rig and a house guitar rig. But I will say, for booking and blocking time on my calendar, the policy is you exist when I see cash. It's nothing personal. It's to protect my own self from getting jerked off in a bad way. You can be jerked off in a good way, but you can sometimes get jerked off in a bad way, like with no lotion.
Yeah.
But no, I do not see anything on my calendar, so let me know what's up.
Yeah. He may it might just be close by or something, but it has Avalon on the thing, so I thought that was crazy.
That's cool.
Interesting. See how valid this is.
Hey, that is interesting because anything positive with Against All Odds and y'all having a new drummer and performing and making your new music is kick-ass.
I'm going to Google you.
Google me.
It's right here, Jim Wright. Against All Odds.
With Phil Collins?
No. No association.
I
It's
know.
funny because the name, when we created it, we didn't even think anything of that. That was like,
What's an old movie at this point? Yeah.
You have a new drummer?
we're trying to find a new drummer. I don't want to talk about it, Hank. It makes me very pissed.
It's possible, Ariel.
Dude.
It's
Okay.
possible that you're gonna be at the rehearsal, band rehearsal space, and not the actual Avalon recording
Okay,
studio.
that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean,
That's
if you've
gotta
got
be
friends
it.
that have a month, there's 41 monthly rooms there. So my assumption is you're in one of those rooms.
How
Yeah,
about that?
I think that's
40
right.
monthly rooms.
41, baby. And they're all full.
That's kick ass, man.
Thank you,
So
baby
fucking
Jesus.
proud of you.
That's exciting. Well, I can't
just
wait to
thanks
check
for
it out.
taking care of the bands, man. That's a lot of facilitating a lot of music, and you're doing
Well,
it.
We take care of each other, man. I mean, it's a symbiotic relationship, obviously. If I wasn't there, they'd be fucked. If they weren't there, I'd be fucked. So we're all there. And no
Just
one's
kick
fucked.
ass.
Yeah.
Man, we're all here in the moment, kicking that ass. Well, man, I'm still excited about what I was saying earlier with Kayla Kent getting all
Oh,
this
yeah.
press. Got her picture with Phil Anselmo in Austin, and they'll be back through. So you'll hear more about Kayla Kent in the future. I'm sure of that.
Who the fuck
And-
is Philip Kent?
Oh, you want to hear some music? I'll play her Daryl Abbott lead for you if you want me to.
No, I thought you'd say that, but okay.
I'll tell you what, just hang on till the end of the show. If WAJA crashes here pretty soon, we'll stay on a little while. But otherwise, we'll play a couple of songs. We'll play Ariel's song, Cold, from the band Against All Odds.
Let's hear
And then
that.
we'll play that Kayla Kent and probably get around to playing some Chip Tooth and Existential.
What
Whatever.
about music trivia?
Hey, Ricky, how about some Gibson Cemetery? Can you play YouTube?
I can do that. I sure can. I'm not only can I do it, but I am ready to do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me give you something here real fast. Just give me
All
2
right.
seconds. I'll give you one of the classics here, I think. We've got an AI video.
I've
But
got
we
it
gotta-
right here. Look at the screen, Jim, right?
All right,
Jim Wright.
hold on. Go back.
Chased her dreams down towards the sea, headed for the sun. A beat up Jeep with the top rolled down. She escaped far from the whole town. From the north, she made her way, driving till the dawn. The promises of a different life kept her moving on. Onward towards the sun, looking for the hope she thought she'd never find, praying for the opportunity and left behind the love
my
of a
solo.
man who ever pledged his heart. Fully known his marriage vows.
I love that, man. Way cool video. Song good.
Might have treated her more tenderly, or he may not ever even gave her that ring. But now he lies beneath the frozen ground. Enchanted cloud was for her spring, onward towards the sun. Looking for the hope she thought she'd never find, praying for the opportunity and freedom. When she
Suck my
took
dick.
out on
Sing it, Hank.
Has no one left to go. Is it enough to give a peace of Onward towards the sun, looking for the hope she thought she'd never find, praying for the opportunity. Freedom.
Freedom is free, but I'm going for it. Feeling good. I'm giving up
Onward towards the sun.
God, fucking.
There you are, some Gibson Cemetery for you, featuring Jim Wright.
Very nice, sir.
Proud of
Very
you,
nice.
man. I apologize for the quality of the sound, but bro, the song sounds great. The first time I heard it, I liked it. I listened to it about 10 more times. I don't have time to bullshit you. I like the song.
Fucking A, man. I appreciate that. You know, and you've seen our albums over the years. We've done stuff like, especially when I was kicked out of the band because I had a sinus problem. You know,
It happens to the best of us
well,
He looks cocaine.
and the rest of us.
well, the thing is, so they started writing all this really heavy Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera type stuff while I was gone. So when we did the reunion show in 2007, I was like, you know what, guys, let's do this. We'll do some covers, but we'll just do the heavy shit that you guys wrote while I was gone. Fuck everything that I wrote, all the poppy stuff that I wrote in the 90s. But then later on, Richard and I wrote another poppy song that I feel good about. You know, so there's plenty of heavy stuff, but that's one where there's actual vocal harmonies and actual like a melody line and, you know, nice pretty things. So
And I like all that. I like those.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, but I
We like
appreciate it.
everything.
Yeah, it may be kind of King's X-ish to someone or a Beatle-esque to someone else at some point. But, man, I love Queen, for example. And I'm not
Yeah.
comparing that to Queen. I'm
Yeah.
trying to take you to another example to make a point. That
Yeah.
I like it when songwriters take the time to layer their music with vocals, with guitar parts, and have a good time with it.
And I'll tell you a little secret. There's parts of that song, the chord progression is fucking Crazy Train. And so is part of the solo.
I can kind of hear that now that you said it. Yeah.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, no shit.
I can hear it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Randy Rhoads is going to kick my ass. But it's the A major part of the song because that beginning riff of Crazy Train is an F minor. And so the relative major to that is A major. So that maybe it's not too late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, watch this. This is going to look awful familiar. Watch. So yeah, it started out this going. It started going. I was like, well, okay, well, fuck, that's A major. What else can I do with that? And I started fucking around with those chords, like, God damn, that sounds so much like Crazy Train, but it fits, so fuck it, you know.
You could always do a mashup.
Yeah, Jim Adler is going to find out where you live.
That's okay. I'll fight him for you.
Exactly. Well,
But he's the tough, smart lawyer.
Yeah, if you're enjoying yourself, you just roll with it and call it inspiration, you know. Stand by it.
Yeah. And then if you're used to playing everything in a minor key, then go, okay, now write a solo in A major. It's kind of different, you know. You're looking at things from a totally different perspective. So I think Hank is ready to write a solo in A major. That's what I'm seeing. So.
I don't even know what a major is.
It looks like he's enhancing his creativity.
And
Yeah,
Jim, you were right. It was a rehearsal.
Check out Hank's new was it the ice cream sundae bong right there?
I seen it. Has
Yeah.
a
What
little
ice
shot of
cream
the
does?
thing.
It's
Oh, thank
smooth.
you, Dave.
Yeah, it's smooth.
You even got a cherry on top.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna see a man about a horse.
Well, with that, you guys want to go ahead and talk about some shows coming
Let's
up?
do it.
Or does Dave
Sure.
Jarvis maybe possibly have some of that music trivia for us tonight?
I absolutely have some music trivia.
Music trivia with Rick and Dave.
Yeah.
All right, music trivia.
yeah.
It's Wednesday, August 30th.
yeah.
Tonight's music trivia is going to focus on nu metal, as in NU metal, that brief, glorious moment between 1997 and about 2003 when everybody wore Jankos. So,
It's like green shit.
yeah, except not. What two albums are considered the first nu metal albums? Two albums that are considered the first two nu metal albums.
Me.
They both came out in 1994.
Oh,
System of a Down record?
No,
wait, 94?
94.
94. Oh, God.
Mudvayne?
I was 4 years old.
A Mudvayne record?
No, sir. Come on.
Wait, What's
Who's
the
the
goddamn
big-
question?
Who's the big nu metal band? Nobody? Really? Nobody remembers that? Have y'all blocked it out of your memory?
94? Korn.
That's what I
There you
said.
go.
It's Korn, but I
Thank you. All right.
Korn. Debut album. That's right. And what was the other one?
Slayer?
Slayer. How dare you go sit in the corner?
I don't know. I'm throwing out names, bro.
Korn at the same time would be Limp
I
Bizkit.
thought I was throwing out names.
No. All right.
Had
The
to
other
do
one.
it to you, Ariel.
The other one is POD. Snuff the Pump, which actually came out
Oh my
earlier than that.
No
That is
way.
considered-
POD?
POD. That's right.
Wow.
2004.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You
yeah.
got me on that. I
Mhm.
never would have thought POD would have been on that list with Korn, but that's amazing. See,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
living life in reverse because I actually know these guys a little bit. So pretty wild. I really wasn't paying attention at this time. I was raising my kids or something.
Very nice.
Damn. What would you do that for?
Yeah, but again, like I said, I met these guys later under circumstances where I operated the most underground stage at this big outdoor event, and I got to know both Sonny from POD and
Next question.
that other guitar player from Korn.
Oh, nice.
Andrew,
All right. August 18th, 1998
Brian,
is known
that's his
as
name.
the
I'm so
biggest day
trying-
in nu metal history. What three albums came out on that day, August 18th, 1998? We just named one of them.
wait, 3 albums?
Three albums all came out in one day. All nu metal hits. We just
And
named one of the bands.
Which was
Corn.
What?
what was one of them?
Corn.
Corn.
Korn. Yes, the album was
Like their first album?
1998.
Okay, 88. How about Slipknot?
No. The album was Follow the Leader. Also, yeah, 1998. Yes, sir. The other album, or one of the other albums that came out, they were a synth metal band. Johnny Five was in the band.
Yeah.
Their biggest hit was a cover of a New Order song.
Well, that's obviously fucking Marilyn Manson.
Okay, the band was Orgy. The album was called Candy Ass.
Orgy.
Johnny
And
Five.
then the third album, this guy just shot up a bunch of Bud Light cans and then got found drinking them like not that long afterwards.
My rhythm guitarist.
Limp
Sorry,
Bizkit.
Kid Rock.
Kid
That's
Rock.
right. Devil Without a Cause. He's going platinum.
Yep.
God.
My other guitar player was drinking Bud Light at the Ace Frehley show, and really, you bust their balls for it once, and it's not fun anymore. But yeah, he was drinking a Bud Light. I saw him do it.
I don't understand that. It tastes like shit. Why would anybody drink it?
Dude, no one drank it.
Well, now it's on sale, so it's a lot cheaper.
All my Mexican friends drank it. And all my Mexican friends still drink it.
Thankfully, I found a Blue Moon at the AT&T Stadium for Metallica. Drink 3 of those.
There you go.
How much did that cost?
How was the concert? It was a concert. It was.
No. How much did the Blue Moon cost?
I didn't pay attention on purpose. The first one was bought for me, and I paid for the second two, and I just didn't. I ran it on my card. I didn't even look.
So the next day, when you looked at your goddamn bank statement, what did
I didn't. I didn't. I'm telling you, man. I don't know if they. I'm guessing they were $10 each or some rip off, shove it down your
Way
throat
more.
shit.
way more?
I was going to say last time I went, it was like 13, 15, depending
At
on
least.
what you got.
At least.
All right, so now I feel even better. How about these? I paid $10 for this
10.
Keep drinking it. $10 of deliciousness.
for a 6. It's a Roar Blonde.
No,
Next
I don't think that's true.
question.
There's no possible way. $10. That's like for like a water.
Yep, you're probably right. That's what I'm saying. I didn't pay attention. I live in the moment, Hank, and I try my best not to let things fuck with my head too much, And that's the best way I know how to put it. Cheers to you, brother. So, I was there to see Metallica and hang out with my brother. Both my brother David and Jerry were there, and we don't spend time together ever, right?
No.
Especially at a Metallica show. When we all three saw them together in Tyler on the Kill 'Em All tour, and it was Daryl's birthday that Sunday also, so there was kind of a lot going on, and I wasn't gonna let the price of a beer, bring me down.
Especially that.
Yeah, because I knew it would if I'd have just thought about it like that, right?
Here we go. What singer guitarist said he would rather have his eyelids pulled out than listen to new metal?
Prince?
No. He's a singer guitarist for a very popular metal band that is still popular today. Their first album came out in 1985.
Wait.
Rob
It was
Zombie.
It was a singer that said that?
Singer guitarist, yes.
Singer guitar.
Yes.
How do you come
Yeah.
up with these questions?
He had lovely wavy hair, which I guess didn't fit well with Metallica because they got rid of him pretty quickly.
Is he a redhead?
Dave Mustaine.
That's
It
the
was
one.
that got rid of him pretty quickly line that got me.
Yep.
Thank you for
Dave
the tip, Dave.
Mustaine. That's right. All right. Here's one. We'll see. Ariel, I feel like you should get this one, but let's just see. Oh, yeah. Putting you on the spot. What new metal album is the best-selling rock album of the 21st century?
Meteora? I'm sitting.
Close.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm like drawing a blank.
Think 2 years earlier.
But same band?
Yes.
Oh my God, okay. I have to go through the list in my head.
Yo, what was the question?
Who got so close to the edge that they were about to break?
Lincoln Park.
Was it Hybrid Theory?
There you
Shut
go.
up.
Hybrid Theory.
We're
Hybrid Theory.
talking to you.
Best-selling rock album of the 21st century, people. Went diamond.
Okay, you know what's
Whoa.
funny? I imagined, I'm getting it backwards. I imagined the artwork, because I can see it in my head, of Hybrid Theory on Meteora, but for some reason I was thinking of that album for that artwork. Whatever.
Well, you're in good company because we all do drugs.
Oh, I wish that was my case.
All
I have no excuse.
right, here's one for the old fogies. What new metal album was #1 on September 11th, 2001?
Ooh.
Oh, I know this one. Right.
I don't.
It's the fucking God damn it! What I forget people's names.
We get a hint.
The Iranian fuckers.
Iranian.
They are not from Iran.
Slipknot.
No, they're from LA.
It's like
No.
God something.
God
He knows
damn it.
the song.
I don't remember.
Rick Rubin produced the album. It was their second album.
Second
Sorry.
album?
Yep. You know, they did the deer dance.
What? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
Am I?
Did we mention the band earlier?
we did not. We did not. There was a self-righteous suicide involved.
Oh, go yeah. God damn it,
Is
motherfucker.
a System of a Down.
There you go. And the album was.
I brought them up earlier, but not in proper context. The album was, I don't know. Chop Suey?
Yeah.
No, that was the song. What was the album?
Oh, you gave me the band.
System of a
Down
Down.
syndrome.
System of a Down.
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome.
The album was Toxicity.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
whatever. Same shit.
We're going to a party in the desert tonight.
La, 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 la.
That might be as bad as saying the N-word.
No. I feel like there are some people that would disagree with you on that one. But you know what? That's the great thing about being on the internet. You can just say whatever.
Thank you. I enjoy saying what I want when I want.
I
No
understand
matter how
completely.
fucked up it might be.
Okay. One last one. Fuck it. What new metal album and the band debuted at #1 with the most first week sales of all time at that point? The album came out in 2000. It was their third album, and it sold 1 million copies in 1 week, including 400,000 the first day. When you think new metal, you think this band.
Limp Bizkit.
That is the
I
one.
Just
What was the album?
chocolate something?
Yeah, it's chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
That is correct.
Nice. Woo.
I'm
Very
embarrassed.
good.
I got half of that.
I do know POD. I do know fucking Limp
Chopped
Bizkit.
up starfish for half baked flavored water.
Hot
No,
dog
that-
water.
I think it was
Hot dog flavored water.
like
Hot dog flavored water.
Well, we
I
were
had it
talking
when
about
I
hot dog
started.
water the other day.
I'm feeling those ladders.
Get your hands up.
Yeah. Rolling.
Kill out. Now remember, me being kind of an 80s guy, I spent the entire 90s just fucking pissed. With the exception of Pantera and Typo Negative. You know, I wasn't happy about. I mean, I kind of like the poppy punk stuff. That was okay. But remember, Iron Maiden had like Bruce Dickinson not in the band. They had like Blaze Bailey or some shit. So Iron Maiden wasn't doing anything good. Metallica was putting a load on something, or some kind of shit was happening.
Yeah.
A lot of things made me unhappy for that whole
Sure.
decade. So, you know.
Pantera's keeping it alive.
Yes, no, Pantera was a good thing happening at the time. Gibson Cemetery was like, maybe we need to move more in this direction, because when Pantera was coming out with like Far Beyond Driven, shit like that, you know.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Pantera album is still power metal to this day, you know.
Really? Congrats to
EST88,
that.
man.
Well, you know, it's in that category of like the first Blizzard of Oz record or the second Blizzard of Oz record. Which one do I really like the most? It depends on which one I'm listening to at the time.
That's true.
Which of the 4 first Van Halen records I like the most? It depends on which one I'm listening to at the time.
Sure.
Pantera, power metal is there. It's power metal, Cowboys from Hell, and Vulgar. Those are probably my favorite 3.
Hey, we lost our girl, didn't we?
And there was some fantastic metal coming through in the 90s. Ministry, White Zombie, Rage Against the Machine, Tool, Primus. They weren't traditional metal, but they are still considered metal.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I mean, I didn't feel like I was a part of that stuff, you know? I mean, just, you know, it was alien to me, is how I felt about it at the time.
It was happening, you know, alongside the music we were really listening to at the time.
The music we were listening to was dying.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, in terms of like newer shit, I like fucking Avenged Sevenfold. I like Bullet for My Valentine. There's plenty of newer shit that I like, but I mean, there's this period that's like, wow, everything changed. What the fuck? It was like shortly after I got out of high school. I graduated high school in 1990, so I think I just became disillusioned for a while.
Okay, here, I got one for you. What new metal album debuted at #1 in 2001, outselling Destiny's Child, Tool, and Missy Elliott?
Say it again.
What new metal band debuted at #1 in 2001, outselling Destiny's Child, Tool, and Missy Elliott?
2001.
Their lead singer is kind of pudgy and definitely bald, but has a beautiful voice.
Oh, like at the time? Or now?
Oh, then, as well as now. Yeah.
Is it Durst?
Durst signed this band.
Huh. Pudgy bald lead singer. Oh, golly. All of the stuff he sings.
I know.
That guy.
No. Are you thinking Disturbed? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. I was thinking.
No, it is not. I can tell that it's been a while since you've heard this band.
That fucking guy. What's his fucking name? It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm hearing it now.
What the fuck is that guy's name?
Yeah. I'm on the outside. I'm looking in.
Oh no. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, the band is Stained. The album is Break the Cycle.
Holy shit.
There you go. It was Stained.
I'll tell you guys what, man. I'm fixing to hit the hay, but it's been fun. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. And I'll see y'all next time.
All right, brother.
Jim Wright, Avalon Recording, Hank Jarvis, Dank, brother, and host Dave Jarvis. Thank you for hanging out with me and making my day better. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody listening, same to you, and especially Ariel. We do this every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. We'll see you next time. We're going to do a couple of songs, and we're out for the night. This is Against All Odds. The song is Cold.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away. No one will know where you will go, your safest space. 'Cause hiding behind your cute little smile, is dark and dark is the light, so I'm told. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast, please don't you dare to cry. 'Cause this fake little smile, it's getting too much for me to control. Oh, I've lost all control and I'm never enough. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast, please don't you dare hold the grudge. 'Cause this fake little smile, it's getting too much for me to control. Oh, I've lost all control and I'm never enough. I'm feeling so
Yeah. Ricky, it looks like you're muted, man.
About this show right here, WAJA, this Saturday night. That's why Jim Wright spent the time with us. This is one of the reasons we spent the time together tonight, is to tell you this Saturday night, September 2nd, at Big Rob's. Go check out WAJA. And, of course, Gibson Cemetery. So show up early for that and some rotten cotton candy. All right, Dave, you ready to blow it up?
Absolutely.
What you got going on tonight?
Well, it's so funny. Here's the thing. I work in a fucking warehouse, so it makes absolutely no
God
sense.
damn.
But my supervisor came up to me with this sheet of paper of things that we should do to create confidence, from perception to practice in communication, from the teachings of Vin Jiang. This makes no sense because, once again,
teachings
I would
of
like to
Vin.
remind everybody I work in a fucking warehouse. Okay, so they're trying to improve basically your sales practice, even though we don't deal with customers. We just pull orders. But there's still some good lessons to take over for here. For example, visual. Improve your posture. Stand up straight. Look confident. Use more open body language. Don't cross your arms or put your hands in your pockets. Be there full frontal. And use more eye contact.
Full
Look them
frontal. I love it.
Look them in the eyes. That means that you're engaged in the conversation with the person that you're talking to. 2, vocally, use stronger levels of volume. This is around a 5 or a 6, as opposed to you timid motherfuckers that only want to speak in a 1 or a 2, because apparently talking to another person might kill you. Make sure your sentences end in a lower pitch, because if you say a sentence and it ends going higher, it sounds like you're asking a question. Whereas if you say Pantera is the greatest band of all time, that means that you fucking believe that shit. So, end your sentences in a lower pitch. Also, take a John Wayne approach to speaking and pause more in your speaking. So many people rush to the end of what they're saying that you miss half of what they're saying. So take your time when you're saying something that you actually want to be heard. Okay? This is some shit that we could take on as podcasters. Adopt a curious mindset. Focus on the other person. Ask more questions. Maybe think of 3 follow-ups to whatever question you're asking the people. So, let's say, for example, Jim Wright, when you lubed up that cucumber and stuck it up your ass, did you enjoy it, or was that just what you were doing that particular night? You know, I remember the last time I lubed up a cucumber and shoved it up my ass. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. You know how conversations are supposed to work. Number 4, elaborate on your replies. Tell them what you did when someone asks you, how was your weekend? As opposed to saying, how was your weekend? Oh, it was fine. Oh, good. Just say, you know what? I screwed a pooch and I fell asleep after taking one of my friend's Klonopins, and that was my weekend. And that's a beautiful story that will keep people talking for days. And finally, have stories ready to share. Start to document your stories so you have stories to choose from and don't forget them. So if somebody starts talking to you, regardless of what the fuck they're talking to you about, make sure you have 3 cute little anecdotes right behind those the situations so that you are able to somehow relate to them. Yes, take notes, people, because this was given to a bunch of people in a fucking warehouse. So
I love it. Well, we'll have to rewatch the video and take notes then.
Very good.
And put it into practice.
Yeah. But other than that, man, I've got a new album coming out in December. I've got a Kickstarter going on. I would really appreciate it if anybody and everybody was able to throw in some money for me for advertising
purposes. How do we
purposes.
do that, Dave Jarvis? How might we throw in some money to that Kickstarter?
I know there's a post on Instagram and there's a post on Facebook, and I've been doing several posts on all my social media. Basically, just look up Existential Presents Escape from the Dream System. It is my new album coming out at the end of December. I did it over at Element Sound with OZ, who is fucking amazing. Just voted one of the top 10 producers in DFW. It is a great soundscape of sci-fi journey and awesomeness. And then
well, for those that love you and care about you and have to go a little slow when we hey, what's the name of it again? Because I'm on Google.
Yes, the album is called Existential Presents Escape from the Dream System. And so I threw down, I think, about $1,500 on advertising for the last album that came out, Noir Oniric, which came out in June. Please check that out. This one, I want to go even further. I already have Mike Lambert working on a full-length movie to accommodate this album. So that will be a doubleheader coming towards you at the end of the year. So look out for that. And then I've got another album set for release in May of next year. And I'm currently working on another album with Boltneck, which should be due out next October. Not this October, next October. I'm flooding the market, people. I want you to listen to my shit and really support me in my endeavor to make soundtracks for great movies, because that's really what I want to do. And I feel like all these albums are pretty much soundtracks to movies that don't exist, so that maybe one day I can make a soundtrack to a movie that does exist.
Well, I am fucking excited that you're taking the time to talk about it because it's really fucking cool, bro. You do make very good music. You really do. I've been using it as background music for a long time in a lot of my various videos that I make.
Yes, sir. And I can't thank you enough, man.
It's crazy because, you know, we speak in rhythms. That's why we sing in rhythms. That's why we play music in rhythms, you know. So having a good backtrack to talk to is always good. And I somehow find myself naturally in that, you know, because it's just what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
And I hear what you're doing in the process. Like, you know, I've been thinking for a long time, wow. Look, I'll back up for a minute. When we met, I had no idea that you were this person. When I first started talking about doing a podcast, the first time I mentioned to you, I was going in a fuck off comment, was the Texas We Want Our Weed Back podcast. Because I like that concept. You know, if we're going to talk about weed legalization, I want to talk about reparation, goddammit. And I'm not playing. Of course, it's all utopian to me, you know, so if we're going to be utopian, I want to be real. You know, I want my goddamn money back.
Oh, absolutely.
I want my weed back, even if it's moldy. I don't give a fuck. It's the concept. You stole my fucking weed.
I spent my 21st birthday in jail because of weed.
All right, so I started that fucking band, Dave Jarvis, me and my dead friends, and that's how I met you. And I knew instantly, like, there was this connection that you're really a cool dude. Then when I started this program and interviewed you and we started doing this together and I really started paying attention and listening, like, you know, I had heard, and the truth is I probably had listened to some grain before I started listening to it, you know. But I think it's kick-ass, dude. It speaks amazing volumes of you, that from grain music to dank music to what you're doing with Chip Tooth and the whole rap realm to this other thing that we're listening to now called Oak Hollow. That's you know, it's hard to explain it. The best way I know how to put these things, Oak Hollow, Dogmatic, and these other songs, into context is a film version. Like, it almost sounds like I'm listening to a film, right?
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I've thought for a while that, okay, I can see this coming together. So here we go, and it's great to hear you talking about it, and I'm excited to watch it happen, and it's fully what I expect.
Thank you, brother. And our guest next week, Just One Beats. I'm also in the midst of working on an EP with him as well. So always staying busy, brother.
I'm envious.
Well, I just I get bored really easily, and I have a whole lot of free time on my hands.
You're amazing, dude. It's kick ass. Really. I mean, really. I mean, that's what I feel like I'm watching it happen. You know, we're experiencing it together, you know, but I'm watching it happen. That something's got to happen out of all your efforts here and making quality music. If you were making music that completely sucked, that's one thing. But I don't care if you're writing Prince music. I don't care what kind of music you're writing, you know. If it's good, it's good. Yep. And so that's what that Oak Hollow is. It just played all the way through, so I'm switching it over to Dogmatica right now.
Yeah, and then this Saturday I'll be hooking back up with my friend Ty Macklin over at Alpha Omega Studios. I haven't seen him in 9 years, so I'm very, very happy to see him again. He did amazing records with India Ari and Erykah Badu, just an incredible producer. And we did 2 dank albums with him way back, like 9-10 years ago. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing him this weekend. And you know what? If you have a studio out there, I would love to come visit and do a track with you. Whoever you are, anybody out there. I know like every fifth house has a studio in it. So just let me come in and drink your water and sleep on your couch. And in the meantime, I'll make some cool music and let's make this money, man.
Hey, sounds like a good time. Don't get tied down in the process. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that before, but um, the more you can do what you love, make music, the better off you are. If you get another obligation in your life, it becomes that much more difficult to do what you're doing. And
Oh no.
so, honestly, I'm slightly living vicariously through you, Dave Jarvis. And I don't know how this world today and how kids today think of how a 58-year-old man speaks, but I've been living like in the moment all of my life, and I'm still living in that moment now. And I love what you're doing. Tell me about this Presents Escape from the Dream. I've got it pulled up on the screen right now.
Yeah, well, the album Existential Presents Escape from the Dream System was recorded
Escape from
entirely.
the Dream System.
Oh, yes, sir. It was recorded entirely over at Element Sound in Richardson with OZ, Christopher Billick, an amazing producer, and basically it's basically a sci-fi opera, but all just told with music. It's
Okay.
it's a really great. It's a great exploration into your mind and into the deep recesses of space.
So what's that mean? Video wise also, or just the
Yes,
songs?
Mike Lambert from Rivet Head, who's been doing most of my videos, he has created or is in the process of creating an entirely public domain esque movie that coincides with the album. So
Uh-huh.
we're telling an entire story visually as well as audibly. I've been trying to get a hold of Chaz from Halton Theater so I can rent out the venue and play the movie at the venue and hire people
Hello,
to come.
Chaz. How are you tonight? We
I'm
hope you're
trying to get
kicking
people
ass.
to like dossy up the whole venue and just let people come in for free and just just I guess upsell the drinks or whatever. But yeah, I want this to be an experience. I don't just want it to be audible, but visual as well. I want you to go home feeling lighter than air and like you could take on the stars.
You are very magical, man. I appreciate you more than what you may ever know, man. I try to get that across, because that's like communication to me, Dave Jarvis, is very important. That's why I'm drawn to this medium, and then cool people. That combination is, kind of where it's at.
Yeah. And hey, I still want to do a track with you, bro.
Oh, thank you, and thank you, goddamn again, thank you. I'm ready. With that in mind, are you ready to end the night, or you want to hear one song and come back and say hi a little longer?
Yeah, let's hear one more song. I still have a couple more new metal questions. Just a couple. That's all.
That's funny as hell. I'm the wrong person to ask about new metal. I told you earlier, I'm kind of living those questions in reverse because I actually met Sonny and met Brian and had a semi relationship with them, but I never knew them before, and that was what was cool about our relationship. So they were already famous long before I met them, but they met me as a underground revolutionary
There you
because
go.
that's who I am.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the song, man. I'm really excited to play this song. In case Jim Wright is still listening, this song was recorded at Avalon. I went in, I've been playing these songs for years, and really, I'm about to go crazy and I need to record something. I just have to do music. So that's why I'm not moving away from, I'm emphasizing, want to get back to doing something with you vocally. I have complete control still of a lot of vocals and have a lot to offer. And, I think I'm creative. I enjoy it. I mean, like without it, I'm gonna fucking really go BYOB.
Oh, let's do it.
BYBO. So anyway, This is Kayla Kent, man. It's one of the weirdest fucking things that I reached out to her at least a couple of years ago, because this song was recorded a year ago now. And she's going to be kick ass. And right now, today, she's already kick ass. But right now, today, the only songs you can listen to her play are the few songs that she has on her YouTube channel and other places. And it's just a few. And they're kind of mellow. They're not Dimebag Daryl Abbott-ish at all. Well, I recorded a song that's old school, like in that power metal realm or earlier old school Pantera realm. And it was recorded at Avalon Studios with Jim Wright. And Kayla Kent was kind enough to play the lead guitar on it. So it's called Hard Candy Girl. Here we go, Dave Jarvis. Thanks for listening to it.
Yes, sir.
Where's the hard candy girl? The kind that you suck on. Show me down your aisle. How many licks does it take to get to the middle? How many licks does it take? How many licks does it take to get to the middle? Oh, how many licks does it take? Yummy cherry pie. Sweet child, you could be mine. Cream and cherry on top. Running down my face, don't you say. Running down my face. Running down my face, don't you say. Running down my face. Get your hard candy, pour it in your mouth. Suck on it real hard. Hear me scream and shout my heart. Hear me scream and shout. Hear me scream and shout my heart. Hear me scream and shout.
All right, that's it. It's called Hard Candy Girl, features Kayla Kent on lead guitar.
Very nice.
Well, Ariel says you guys are kick ass.
Yeah, I guess her power dropped out, so we lost her. And I was expecting WAJA to, bomb us the way that they normally do the last 10 minutes and just being drunk and yelling at each other.
Yeah. Well, I've been bombing Grego for sure. I sent the band a couple of messages earlier in the night, but I sent Grego like 5 or 6 throughout the night. So
Yeah. Well, I know tonight was like a memorial for Paulie, for Paul Beasley, over at the Trees. He just recently passed away. That's Laura's uncle. He was such a nice dude, man. Quick Paulie story. I remember I went up to Trees one time, like 12, 13 years ago, to see Doug Stanhope, who's an amazing stand-up comedian. And for some reason, he wasn't doing a normal comedy club. He did Trees. Right. And then at the end of his set, he went over to his table so he could sign autographs and, take pictures and shit. And I was just so fucking timid because I was still, I was enamored by him because I thought his comedy is amazing and still is. And I told Paulie, because Paulie used to work up there, he was security, and I was like, hey, dude, I love Doug Stanhope, man. And he was like, oh, do you want to meet him? I'm like, fuck yeah. Paulie took me to the head of this line that was at least 75 people long and brought me up to Doug Stanhope. And he was like, hey, Doug, this is my friend Dave. Dave is a huge fan. And Doug wasn't even paying attention. He was just in the middle of scribbling down on somebody's DVD, and he looks up and he sees me, and his eyes just widen open like magically, like fucking Disney and shit. And he looks up at me, he stands up, and he gives me the biggest fucking hug in the world, and he goes, "Bro, you were my favorite audience member of all fucking time." And it was one of the most wonderful feelings ever. And you know, I had to thank Paulie for that. Paulie came with us on our first major tour. He partied with us over at the Chateau Marmont. We had a great old time. I've known him for probably, I want to say 19 years. I knew his dad. His dad was a wonderful dude, Paul Beasley Sr. He was a huge Grain fan, and Paulie was just an amazing dude. Never ever met anybody that had an unkind word to say about him. And so my heart really goes out to Chris and Phil and to Laura and Jennifer and to the whole family out there. I love y'all. I wish nothing but the best for y'all. And I'm so fucking sorry for this, man. I've lost probably like 10 or 12 people just since fucking July, and this one hit way harder than I expected it to. Like I spent multiple days just in a drunken stupor because Paulie ain't here with us no more. But man, Paul Beasley was just a wonderful dude, man. And if you ever got the opportunity to meet him, you know that your life is better because of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. He was always good to me. That's the best I can say. Trees, as much as people want to bitch about trees, you know, we're very fortunate. There's been good people there that, you know, take care of us. And you just have to, you know, you have to have the ability to play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you know, it takes a lot, you know, it costs a little bit to drink there if you're going to be a drunk like me. But I've
Yeah,
had a lot of good times there at Trees and with these guys in particular. So, yeah, big loss.
yeah, man. I'm glad Trees is still kicking it and still allowing live music, man.
It is what it is, man. Live music is part of what makes the world go round, along with those fat bottom girls.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
And so it just is what it is. I don't know what's going to happen, you know, with our economy and how things are going to go from here. But, you know, under normal circumstances, bands are going to get out and play, and they're going to need venues to play. And the reason they're going to need those venues to play is because they have fans that will come out and pay money to fucking see them.
Hey, how's Phoenix doing?
He's kicking ass, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah, that kid, there's no stopping him. He's on fire. There is no stopping him, man. The only, it's really that's why I stay so stressed out, bro, because the economy doesn't look good. You know, the circumstances of the world don't look good. The circumstances for children don't look good. That's why I haven't wanted to have children, you know. So it adds, you know, however you might look at the you know, our whatever, the whole world we live in. You know, I look at it with an extra weight, you know, or I don't just look at it, I feel it. You know, it's part of me. And it's my grandson growing up in this world, you know. And it's crazy because it's balanced that horrible, like, if that's a valley, you know, is balanced with this mountaintop peaks of living with this child in the moment who kicks ass, you know. He's a kick-ass dude.
Yeah.
Right? And
Absolutely.
to think of him growing up in this world is just crazy. So, you know, right now he already at 4 years old wants to be a professional steam train operator.
That's awesome.
or a professional bell ringer.
Like
I
clock
have,
motherfuckers when they're not looking.
yeah, there you go. That's probably more of a reality because he already knows how to do that.
That'd be great. As soon as he gets old enough to have power behind
He's
that slap, he's gonna fucking slap motherfuckers the way that Lawrence Taylor slapped Bam Bam Bigelow.
dude, he's already been through enough, right? He's had enough kids fuck with him, and he's smart enough to know what's going on. That he's figured out he's figured out how to do it, man. It's really cool watching him go.
That's awesome. Well, if ever he wants to lay down some vocals, I got a studio.
I'm trying, like we're gonna get there. I know we will. I do a song with him called Train Train. It goes like this. Train, oh train, coming on down the track. Trail train, coming on up and back. If you can chew my chew, we ain't never coming back. So that's one of the songs that we do together, of many. And I'd like to get one or two of them recorded to where he can listen to them and sing along with it and become accustomed to it before he has to stand in front of a microphone in front of other people to sing the song.
Well, he's got talent in his genes, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Nope. I'm just telling you, that's what it's going to take. The odds are that if I took him to a studio and said, here, sing this song that we always sing together into that microphone right now, the odds of him doing it are slim.
I understand
There's no
completely.
telling what he'll do. He might burp and go, I think that was a 10.
Well, cool. Let's record that 10 together.
Thanks, Dave. I'd love to. So the challenge is like I said, I don't know. It's schedule and everything else, really.
Yeah. Okay, so
But
I got
don't
two
mean to be
more new
difficult.
metal. I got two more new metal questions for you.
Wait. I'm not ready to move on. I want to tell you, I don't mean to be difficult. If you will just kind of keep me posted of especially something that you're doing in Fort Worth, that even Charlie's place, Boltneck Recording Studios, everybody. That's actually pretty easy for us to get to. And I'd be more than happy to bring him over there and give it my best shot. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I do. Well, here's the thing.
Jarvis, I'd like for
The
my
the
child
studio
to
that I'm
play
going
some
to
music.
this Saturday, Alpha Omega, that's off of Beach and 30, and then Chuck is off of Altamere and 30. So right the road.
I recently discovered the value of the tollway, bro. Chisholm Trail there. I hate confessing this to you. It is a confession. It's a confession to the world. If my friends knew I was taking the tollway, like, the fuck is wrong with you? I have been anti-tollway for a long, long time, along with Ed Wills Wallace. So anyway, where I'm at in Alvarado, I can hit that tollway in about 15 minutes and be up the tollway and to 20 in about 30 minutes. It's kind of crazy. And if it's in the middle of the night, I can do the same thing on 35. But you do that during any kind of traffic, and no, it's impossible. It takes you an hour to get over there. Close to it, sometimes. All right, so that's it. Yeah, I'd enjoy that. So what were you talking about, Dave? Sorry to interrupt you. I just didn't want to move on until I told you. I really super appreciate you
Aw, I appreciate you too, Ricky. This is
helping
always a
me.
pleasure. I can't wait for next week. Just One Beats, and then the week after we've got Andy Rodriguez from Music on My Mind podcast. Um, yeah, we got a lot of shit lined up for the rest of the year. It's going to be a great year. I hope all of our fans will stay tuned for it. But before you
Boom.
leave, I got two more new metal questions for you. Here we go. What was the first hit song made by a new metal artist? Uh, Here's a hint: the song itself was reggae. Um, it was a huge hit in the summer of 1997. The lead singer, Mark McGrath, had very frosted hair, and he was amazing on Rock and Roll Jeopardy. And he also had a great interview where he was totally fucked up on ecstasy and sweating through the entire interview. So if you ever get a chance, check out Mark McGrath High on Ecstasy interview. That shit is fucking hilarious.
I
But
think I know who you're talking about, and I think I know the band. It's just not coming to my head because I was never a big fan.
okay. Well, there was a boxer who beat Marvin Hagler. His nickname is the name of the band. His last name is Leonard.
Whoa, stop. Boop. I'm just doing some research for those of you who don't know. I'm cheating. I'm
The man
engineering
cheats.
here.
It's okay. It's okay. Their last album of any noteworthy success was titled 1459, implying that their 15 minutes of fame had run out, which was absolutely true.
Okay,
But
as quick as I could come to it through a Google search, here's Sugar Ray.
that's correct. And
Fly.
the song was called Fly. That's right.
Is
That's
it I
correct.
Just Wanna
Yep.
Fly? Okay, yep.
Put your arms around me, baby.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a good
sir.
song, man. Very well
Oh, I
written.
love that
I've
song.
enjoyed it many times.
I love Sugar Ray. They wrote catchy bubblegum bullshit, but you know what? I love that shit. And then finally, my final question for music trivia with Rick and Dave. What new metal album released in August 2001 was called by critic John Mulvey as the absolute triumph of new metal? The band, the band wore crazy outfits, and the album was named after the state that they were from. Their drummer is no
That would
longer with
be
us.
Slipknot.
That is correct. And the album
Yeah.
was called?
I don't know. Iowa.
That is correct. Iowa. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Music Trivia with Rick and Dave.
All right, and with that, bro, thank you with all of my heart.
Always a pleasure, brother. Thank you. And that sucks that the whole miscommunication happened. I still haven't received those texts from you. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's the fact that we're living in the ether and we're not really people.
Maybe it's just an opportunity so that you'll never doubt me ever. No,
Oh,
really.
that
I do
okay.
fuck up, dude. I might fuck up at some point. Like I could have sent you the wrong address is one of the things I was thinking, but I didn't. So anyway,
No, I just never received them. Like I have none of those texts that you screenshot me. I have not received them. So I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
how about I'll rephrase? We all fuck up, don't we? Yes, we do.
Yes, especially on this
And
show.
I may, but it will never have been intentionally, and I just wouldn't throw you under the bus in the process. So don't worry, man.
Oh, it's cool. If it's entertaining, throw me under the bus. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, with that,
All right.
anything else going on before we end the night? I feel kind of honored to have you hanging out. You're having a good time.
I'm having a great old time. I guess I would just say thank you, everybody, for listening. Check us out next week where we will have Just One Beats from Colorado joining us. Following week, we've got Andy Rodriguez from Music on My Mind podcast out of Dallas. And in the meantime, just remember that fuck Lone Star Conspiracy.
There you
and
go.
really fuck anybody that steals songs.
There you
But
go.
other than that, I love you, Ricky. I love Phoenix. I love you, Ariel. I'm sorry the power went out for you. I love you, Jim. Always a pleasure working with you. Everybody, have a good night.
My man. Hey, get some gum.
Working with the public, trying to take a piss while everybody asking me how much that is. Well, read it for me, Yoda. What those numbers represent? And then they pause for a second, say 99 cents. You did it, big guy. There's a tornado outside, so you rest your fucking life for a darn cool lights. I'm not trying to judge, but I'm hungover as shit, and every word out your mouth is fucking mongoloidish. Fake P gets more jobs than college degrees. Learning to read is as popular as Chinese cheese. Schizophrenics are my favorite, hopping up and down the pavement, rocking a hospital bracelet casket if I got a basement. Giving me some filthy cash that they just fished out their ass. Sanitizer on my hands won't wash away your stinking gash. Pointing at the product like they were a caveman, talking on their speakerphone. Tweaker bitches need a tan. How much it? How much that? Give me some boys Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much it? How much that? And give me some boys and Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much these is Jesus? Will you learn English? I ain't being facetious. I don't got motherfucking psychokinesis. Relinquish the money in your pocket, bitch. I mean this when I tell you wanna scream, cause I can smell your bag of shit with a hint of mildew. Got no hair, but you need some shampoo. Try opening up your mouth when you speak. Fucking creep, sounding like a ventriloquist without any teeth. They be asking why I'm taxing. I ain't the government, I'm a Texan. You got some nuts and you wanna flex them. Turn right around, go another direction. I don't care about your fucking election. Tell your bitch she give an erection. Stick my dick in without protection. Fill their ass up, make her have a C-section. Crack fiends doing back handsprings, yelling yes queen, asking for a chore. Boy screams when I'm the God screams. See the sign that says don't lean. I forgot you can't read. Forrest Gump's got you beat, Lieutenant Dan ice cream. How much it? How much that? Give me some boys Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much it? How much that? And give me some boys and Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much it? How much that? How much it? How much that?
Here comes our criminal now. What do you have to say for yourself?
Back into the lane.
You're listening to me and my dead friends moving shit out of the way tonight on Wednesday Blow Your Brains Out. That song is called Tell You the Truth. And that was the intro to another song. I just use it for sound effects.
All my drinking buddies are in jail.